Hi everyone, this is Natali from MySoulrenity.com. Do you have a nearly endless collection of articles bookmarked to read? Are you too busy in your everyday life to actually sit and enjoy a good read? Well, you're in luck. I'm going to share a practical strategy for learning more in less time. We at MySoulrenity.com have a deep passion for learning and sharing, and we know that you do too. That's why we've created a short audio reading of every one of our articles read to you by us, your journey companions. Audio articles shine in the moments when you have the brain power, but you can't hold a book, a laptop, or even a reading device. Think of commuting, exercising, chores, and of course, dreaded waiting rooms. We know each of us is having less and less time and sometimes shorter attention spans for various readings. If you feel like there isn't enough time in a day to consume content, then this audio article is for you. We still welcome you to exclusive content, sessions, and more on our main site, MySoulrenity.com. But for now, please sit back, enjoy, and listen to the audio article of your choice. So, let's read my body-focused article called 5 Signs You Need to Recharge. Congratulations! You did it! You survived the first month of the new year. Did you start all those resolutions that you made last month? Did you pick up a new hobby? Did you start everything with vigor and now you may have found yourself feeling a bit overwhelmed and worn out? Well, don't worry, you're not alone. It's estimated that 80% of all New Year's resolutions fail by this month. That shouldn't be something shocking considering what you've been putting your mind, body, and self through in the months leading up to making them. It's why we didn't even bother to try and reel you in yet with another thing to read last month because we knew you'd be swamped. So let's take a look. First, take a big breath in. Did you do that? Now let it out. Do you feel that little release in your body? You probably need recharging, not resolutions. So listen ahead and see if you recognize the signs saying that you need rest and restoration. Your sleep schedule is off. Some of us are early risers, not me. And some thrive at night. For some of us, a nightly rest consists of just a measly 4 hours. That's a part-time shift of sleep, if you ask me. Even if you aren't dipping into the low single digits of dream time, you still might feel a bit lacking with what you actually are getting. Sleep is the biggest boost that we can give our entire selves and what will affect all other signs that you need more. When we skip out on slumber, we are literally depriving ourselves the chance to work on all those little things, keeping the machine that is your body running smoothly. Regulation of blood helps keep the heart healthy, your immune system will run at its peak, and a good night's sleep can even help regulate your appetite. Breathing in can even lower stress levels. If you've been giving yourself less than 7 hours of sleep, then you have been missing out on the basic foundation of feeling full of energy. You owe it to yourself to put down the electronics after a certain hour, tuck in, plug out, and get a good night's sleep. You are craving bad foods. It all started when someone, no finger pointing, decided to bring candy to the office for Halloween, and it probably never stopped, right? Candy, cookies, cold leftovers, jams, jellies, eggnog, and probably lots of cheese and other bad foods have been consumed since the holidays started. Were you like many and overindulged because it's just when candy came? Or you thought, it's just the last piece of fruitcake? Well, don't fret. Even if you think you put on a little extra surrounding the holidays, it's probably not as bad as you think. It used to be well believed that we gained 5 pounds in the weeks surrounding the end of the year, but now we know it's mostly bloat from all the carbs and sugars that we eat. Our body stores much of it as glycine, a fat-acting source, which explains a registered dietitian named Wesley Delbridge. He's a spokesman for the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. Step away from mindless munching, immediate seconds, unnecessary sugary cocktails, and really savor your meals instead of grabbing them to go. Certain foods can increase your metabolism. The higher metabolism, the more calories you burn, and the easier you maintain your ideal body weight, whatever size that may be. So try to keep in mind protein-rich foods like fish and seafood, nuts and eggs, metabolic boosters like fruits, veggies, green tea, ginger, and cayenne pepper, and my favorite, just plain old water, are always good to have around. You are rewatching or rereading things. Are you finding all your favorite television and movie apps just aren't really keeping you interested? Are you on a rerun binge? If you keep picking up the same book, but not making any noticeable progresses, then that's probably because, as I mentioned earlier, your sleep cycle might be off. But even if it isn't, it could just be a sign that your mind is ready for a rest. The end of the year in our minds is often thought of as our last chance to do things and tie up loose ends for another year. Aside from parties, work functions, family interactions, gift giving, to-do list, making more and more, we still have to do our normal routine. So it's no wonder that brain fog sets in. But this isn't anything new, so here's how to combat it. Minimize the stress in your life. Say bye-bye to crazy Aunt Sally. Drink less. Yes, you're noticing a theme here. Eat healthier options. Don't give in to sleeping more, because trust me, it will mess with your sleep cycle. And above all else, take real breaks from things. Find a few minutes to sit in a low stimulation environment to center yourself and focus only on your controlled breathing and not what emails you need to read or whose gifts you still have left to give. You have been unusually moody. It's not just that the weather is shifting into the next season. It's more than that. I don't mean to sound like a broken record here, but your sleep hygiene and what you put into your body really does matter. Your body is always detoxing. So when you eliminate certain foods and drinks, holiday punches, sweets, grandma's pie, that could all overload your system and make you more moody. That's why eating better will help your body release itself of metabolic toxins and anything connected with environmental exposure and processed food and beverages. That doesn't mean to skip meals, just choose healthy snacks to keep your blood sugar regulated. If you identify certain situations cause you to more quickly reach the end of your rope, then step back and allow those feelings to happen. Reach out for support if you need it, and then resume as usual. Chinese medicine says that its different emotions are actually related to different organs, such as the liver is related to anger. Did you ever notice how your breath quickens when you're in fear, or how your heart begins pounding when you're angry? Emotions certainly are expressed physically, and they can be stored as well. That's why it's important not to let your storage get too full. Your body is not cooperating. Are you feeling sluggish? Noticing any dry skin? Are you unusually achy all over? When you're very exhausted, it can be tempting to just sit in front of the TV after a long day, but that usually just makes you feel more tired. Instead of sitting down to recharge, try getting up and moving around. Walking or biking, even just for 20 minutes, can leave you feeling energized for hours. The more we give in to the voice that says, "I'll do it tomorrow," the further away tomorrow actually gets. Start stretching, even if only for 5 minutes a day, to get your body feeling recharged. If you can join a weekly fitness or yoga group, then all the better. If you want to treat the outside just as good, then you should slip into a simple bath with a couple of tablespoons of Epsom salt, which is often used as a home treatment for aches, pains, and swelling. And if you want to get very fancy, you can add a few drops of lavender or sage oil. Both are believed to be particularly relaxing to those who are under stress. You can even just massage a tiny amount directly onto the body, rubbed on the wrist or diffused into the air. Holidays aside, we each need recharging and refueling, and that's what's good for us. It needs to happen on a regular basis. Often we get stuck in our routines and put things off, and generally it goes in the back burner. And the most important thing we have to do is self-care. These signs may crop up often or only at certain times of the year, but it's very important that you can identify them as soon as you experience them to get yourself back on the road to your centered journey. Well, thanks for listening, guys. I hope you enjoyed the article. Feel free to head over to our main site and leave your comments there, or even here on this video. Stay connected with us via our website, MySoulrenity.com. Follow us on Instagram. We're always posting inspirational stuff. We're over there at my.soulrenity, and we're on Twitter as msoulrenity. Subscribe, follow, like this, do anything you want that makes you happy and lets other people know that you enjoyed this. Thank you.